Hello everyone. Let's start the session. Good morning. So now we are going to see today's topic is array initialization. Okay. Array initialization. Yesterday we have seen single dimensional, multi-dimensional concept, right? So if you miss anything, you can watch yesterday recording. What we have seen yesterday. This is multi-dimensional array we have seen. And how this is printing, what is the class, what is the value we are getting for this array constructions we have seen. And if you have any difficulty, you can watch yesterday recording, last two recording for arrays, then you will catch the concept if you miss yesterday session. Now let's say array initialization. Okay, now what is array initialization, guys? Initialization means what, whenever we are creating an array, okay, element is initialized with default value. I have told you what are the default value. For int, what is the default value? 0. For byte, 0. For float, 0.0. We know this thing, right? So what is array initialization? Okay, when an array is created, when array is created, then it is initialized by default value. What does it mean? We will see it now. Okay, we will see it. For example, you have int of array. This is array, array value. What is the variable name? Array value. What is the variable name? Array value. How we can create object for it? New. Then what is the type we are using? Int. What is the base size we are giving? 3. Let's say this is the size we are giving. Always mandatory, we have to give some size. 0 is also fine. But without this, it will not run. It will throw some exception. Okay. Now int array. So array is the variable. What is the type? Int. Int of array means this variable is going to hold value. How it is going to hold? We are going to see on right hand side. What we are creating? We are creating an object. We are creating an object for this. And what is the base size we are giving? 3. It is single dimensional array, right? One square bracket means single dimensional. One single dimensional means one square bracket means single dimensional. Okay. So what does this mean? Let's see. What we have used, int of array a equal to new int of what? Base size 3. So what will happen? This will be the variable name now, let's say. So what will happen? An array is created. What is the size we are giving? 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So indexing wise 0, 1, and 2. Okay. Now again, let's say we are having two dimensional this time. Focus guys, focus guys. This time focus. This time focus please. Let's say two dimensional. Let's say two dimensional array. For two dimensional, what we are using? For two dimensional, what we are using? Two square bracket. This time x I am variable using. How to create an object? New, new, new int of. This time I am giving 2 and here I am 3. Tomorrow, yesterday you are asking, na, can we give value here? Yesterday, simple program. Today we increase little complexity. Yes. But still, guys, this is called base size. This is called base size. This is your base, na? This is your base. And what will be the size? This will be the base size. Now now you will see here. What is the base size here? 2. What is the variable? X. So for base size, what will be the base size? 2. This will be referred by which variable? X. Correct hai na? An object is there. Similarly, here is an object na. Okay. But what is here? What is here? Means this is second dimension. This is your first dimension size. This is your second dimensional. Hope you are good. This is your zero position of first dimension. This is your second dimensional. So what will happen? What is the size here? 3. What is the size here? 3. Second dimension. It means there will be again second dimension na 3 size. How many values are 2? So definitely it is linked with 2 objects, not with 3, not with 3. So zero position will be linked with this first one, and second will be held by this at one for index number 1. So what we call this one? X of 0. And what we call this one? X of 1. Hope you are good. Hope you are good, guys. Okay. We will see slowly, programmatically as well. Again, I will repeat. Again, I will repeat. Again, I will repeat. Again, I will repeat. This is your first example. This is your second example. Okay. In first example, this is single dimensional. This one is single dimensional. Okay. So what happen is you are creating one variable. What is the type of variable? Int of array. Int of array. Okay. Now you are creating an object. So this object is created. Okay. Now object is created. Who will be referred? So is the variable. Okay. Now what is the base size you are giving? 3. That's why 3 boxes in a simple way. Okay. First will be 0, 1 and 2. So this is your simple one. Now this example, second example is second 2-dimensional. Why? Because 2 square bracket. 2 square bracket. What is the variable name? X. So here is the variable name X. New means this object is created. New means 2 object is created. First array 2 means base size is 2 means 2 boxes are created. 2 boxes are created. Okay. So one dimensional part is done. Till this we are good. Till this we are good. Now second dimension size. What is second dimension size? 3. It means how many base size? 2. It means it is going to link with two objects na. So this is your first object. What is the size? 3. So 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3. Similarly, second array object. What is the base size of second array? Second dimensional? 3. 1, 2, 3. But how will you address it? How will you address it? How will you address it? The first one will be ultimately it is referred by x na. So x of 0 means this one. So we called it as x of 0. When coming to this, how will arrive here? X of 1. So that's why x of 1 here. Hope you are good. Hope you are good. Okay. Now let's see some program. You know how to create a project. File, new, Java project. You can give any project name. I have given demo like this. So that's why demo already exists. So that's why demo is there. So just finish it. Simple. So SRC is your package where you can write your call program. Okay. So how we can create package here? com dot app.array. Let's say, sorry, this is package name, right? The com.app. What we are doing now? Array example, right? Finish. So here is the package. Here we can write array class na. How we can create new. What is the class name? Let's say array example. This class will be created. I want automatically main method should come because there is no change always. So we can check this box, finish it. So automatically class will be created. Class will be created with main method. What is main method? I already explained multiple times. There is a recording also. You should know what is public at this moment, what is static, what is void, what is main, what is string args. Okay, you should know. You should know what is public, static, void, main, right? So this is okay. Now let's start. You know what is system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println. You know this statement also. Okay, whatever you are writing inside double quote, that will also print it. What is the shortcut? What is the shortcut to format? Select Control A, select all. Control Shift F is the, see, format happen na? See, this is different. Now Control Shift F. Now save it. Now we will write some program. Okay. So let's say, what is our first program? Int of array. Let's say we are taking some variable x equal to what? New of int of array of 3. Array of 3. What is the size I am giving? Now we will see one by one. So let's say, what is going to print, you know, when I am printing x, what is going to print? The value of array x is, this is simple going to run na? This is simple going to run. Let me run this. Some issue maybe. I don't know. 1 second. For example, we will create here. Later I will do the setting. Let me use this. Okay. So you know, right? This is the same program I want to explain you. Okay. So let me run this program. Run as Java application. What happen is, guys, arrays example. This line is printing now. We have seen this example. What we are printing? Array value. So some square bracket I is printing now. What is this at the rate? What is this at the rate? So this is hexadecimal value. What is this value? What is this value, guys? This value is nothing but whenever we are printing something, whenever we are trying to print an object, a reference, what we are printing, this is we are printing. This is called object reference. Okay, in our diagram, what is A? What is A? Object reference. What is X? Object reference. So object reference value is printing. How it is printing, guys? How it is printing? Internally, it is calling one method toString. Forget about what is toString method. Forget about this method. No need to understand what is toString method. But this method is called internally. We'll see there is one object class is there which is the boss of everyone, and it has some method inside it. We will see there are predefined method. Why predefined method is there? So that it will provide some easy functionality to you reuse. No need to write again and again same logic. But when it is called, what is printed class? Guys, class name. Class name. This is the syntax at the rate. Hexadecimal. Hexadecimal. Hexadecimal string representation of representation of representation of hash code. Hash code is nothing but address. Hash code is nothing but address. This is printed now in our example. This is printed now. Now you can think. Let me realign. Here it is at the rate, here it is at the rate. So left hand side name, it should be class name na. So it is class name. What is on right side? According to my statement, hexadecimal string representation of hash code. Hash code. So this is hash code. Okay, it is an hexadecimal number. Okay, what is hash code? Just think address, the memory. Every object has unique hash code. 100 object, 100 different hash code. Only just think this is just nothing. No need to remember. No one is going to ask you. But you should know. In our example, what is printed again? For string, second statement. When we are printing short, what is the object reference? Array value. Array value is printed. So what is coming here? This is printing for short, na? Let me print here somewhere. So this is square bracket S, na? So it is a class name for short, and this is hexadecimal. This hexadecimal and this hexadecimal different, na? Hope you are good. Okay. Now, coming to one more example. Now, guys. So the next example is let's say two-dimensional array. How we can write two-dimensional array? Using two square bracket. What is the variable I can take? What is the variable I can take? Array var. Let's say I am giving this name. How to create an object? New. Now type. What type should I give? Let's say we are giving int. Let's say we are giving int. Okay, new. New of int. I need to define the size of base array. How can define? Let's say I am giving 2. Okay. And here, what is the second dimension? No problem. It's fine. If you are not giving, it's also fine. Okay. But let me give the second dimensional array. As we have seen that example, let's say 3. Now let me print some statement here. Okay. So before that, I will comment this line. How to comment line number 42 so that it won't be printed. It won't be used in our code. Control question mark is the shortcut. 46 control question mark. So these two lines are now commented. Okay. Now I will use this sysout statement. Control C, and I will try to print. See what will happen. Okay. The value of this variable I have to reuse now. So here I can pass that variable. Okay. Now we will see what will happen. The value of array value is, let's see, run as Java application. What is printing, guys? The value of array is this time what? See, there are two square bracket na. There are two square bracket na. Previously one square bracket because there are two dimensional. So for two dimensional is of what type? In type. Let me copy this. Let me copy this. I will print here. Guys, difference is there na. This is single dimensional, so only one square bracket I. But when I'm using two dimensional, so two square bracket I. But what is the hash code? What is the hash code, guys? Hash code is same. Okay. Now we will see one more printout statement. What will happen? We will see. Now I want to print some value. Did I assign any value to this array? In our example, did we assign any value? We are just trying to understand how this is internally working. Means how the size of array, base size, everything. Right? Now coming to this, the yeah. Let me print this. Let me print this statement. Which statement you want to print? I want to print this x of 0. What I want to print? We know we can now we have to print this now. What we will see? And then we will see this because this is our example now. Okay, now I want to print x of 0. Now I want to print what? X of 0. What will happen? Let's see. Means array variable. Here, what is the variable? X. But here, what I am using? Array var. So array var, I can use square bracket na 0. Okay. Means what will be the output? We can see. Okay. With the output, we can see the null value will be printing or not. What happened, guys? See. What is happening, guys? What is happening? See. This is single square bracket na. Single square bracket means the base which you are printing is carrying it indicating it is two square bracket means it is holding one more dimension. One more dimension. But when we are printing array var of 0, how many square bracket? Only one square bracket na. It means you can think after this next level is there. No, this is first level. So two square bracket is printing. When I am printing this, only one square bracket is printing. So by this you can understand it is there won't be any next level, right? Let me give in a simple way. Let me keep this x1 so that you will understand x1 and this will be x1. Forget about big naming convention. Now see what is coming, guys. One square bracket. So any other value we can see? No, let's see. X1 next level we can try to print. What will happen? See. Again, what will happen, guys? What is the value, guys? 0. Right? X1 of 0 means where you are coming. Now see, this is your x1. X of 0 means this value. When you arrive here, now you are printing x of 0. So object is printing. Try to understand, guys. Try to understand. This is the concept actually. Let me create one more diagram. Let me create one more diagram. Then only you will understand why I am focusing on that. Now, guys, see here. In both example, what I am trying to do. Let me copy this line. Otherwise, let me use my annotate. Yeah. So what happened, guys? What happened here? See clearly. When you are printing this one, when you are printing this one, when you are printing this line, what's happening? When you are printing this line, what is happening? And when you are printing this line, what is happening? When you are printing x1, when you are printing x1, you are printing an object. You are printing an object. Whatever the object that you are trying to print. So when you are printing an object x1, so its hash code is printing now. So this is printing what? This one is printed. This output is printed. Okay, this output is printed. Okay. Now what happen is when you are using x1 of 0, so this is your 0 now. This time you are asking whatever x1 of 0 is there, go there and print that. Go there and print that. Okay. So whatever object here and whatever the size we have defined, okay, that is going to print na. That is 3 signs. So now again it is printing hash code only. It is printing hash code only. But now focus. Now focus, guys. Hash code is printing. Whenever I am printing circle means object. 1, 2, 3. Now what happened, guys? What happened, guys, with this line? X1 of 0 means you arrive here. You arrive here. Then after 0 means this is 0, 1, 2. Now you are going here inside. Did I assign any value here in this place? No. So now it is trying to print value. It is not trying to print your object. If you are trying to print object, then hash codes are printing. But when you are trying to print the position, particular position, then the value is printing with default value. With default value. Hope you are good. Hope you are good. This is default values printing. Why? Because the type is of what? Int. And default value of int is 0. Hope you are good, guys. Hope you are good. Okay. I can explain one or two example, but unless and until you won't practice, then you won't understand. Already Java installation, I have one uploaded the recording. STS installation, I uploaded a recording. After this end of this session, anyone facing the issue, we will take 5 minutes to resolve their issue. We will try to understand what is the issue. And then you have to practice this. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Even people working 20 years also, not everything they cannot remember in the brain. They know the process, they know the procedure. Okay. No one is means by heart the things. They know the process, they know the concept, and they are using. Okay. Hope you are good, guys. This example will help you to understand what we are printing. Similarly, you can print x of 1. Similarly, you can print x of 1. Na? 1 second, guys. You can print x of 1. Na? Let's say what will happen? What will happen? Let's say this time 2 0. Na? So according to our diagram, what we have to think, what will happen with this program? What will happen? There is a variable x1 which is mm, there is a variable x. An object is created for this. What is the base size? Base size is 2, means there will be 2 base size object. Okay. Now, in this you can say this is your first dimension. You can see this is your first dimension. Okay. Now, this will be your second dimension. Na? So what will be your second dimension? This is your position number 0. This is your 1. So what happened? In this position, there will be a one object. What is the base size we are defining here? 3. So size of 3. Similarly, one more object for position number 1. What is the size? 3. Now tell me, guys, this is your every value is having 0 because we are not yet assigned any value. So by default value is 0. So this output is printing from which position? Here. And this output is printing from which position? Here. Because what we are trying to print in this line and in this line, we want x1 of 0 of 0. So how it is going? X1 means it is going to x1. Okay. Then x1 to 0. Okay. Okay. Now again one more 0. So this is your 0 1 2 na. This is 0 1 2 na. So this will be printed here. Now about second one. This time you are using what? 1. So it will not go here. It will go here. First position. And then what you are using here? 0. So again from here, it will go here and take the value. By default, whatever value, it will come here. Hope you are good. Okay? Okay. Now, how to assign the value now? How to assign the value? Our example is this. Okay. Now let me comment this. Now let me comment this. How we can assign? How we can assign? For example, let's say single dimensional. Okay. What is the example we can take? Let's say some example int of array. What is the variable name? Let's say x. Okay. Then new int of any size. Let's say 3. 3 I am taking. Now I want with this, you know, x is the variable, it is holding one object. Inside that there are array of base size 3. This is 0, 1, 2. Now I want by default what is the value? Inside this 0. I want to change this value. I want to change this value. How I can change this value? 0 to something else. How we can assign? I have to arrive here now first. X of 0. So this is x of 0. If I am giving some value 2, that will be cancelled and it will be 2. 2 will be assigned to it, this value. If I am using x of 1, what will happen, guys? Now this value will be cancelled and 1 will be assigned. If I am giving 1. Similarly, another example, I want to change this value 0. So I will have to arrive there na x of 2. Let's say I am giving 4. So this value will be cancelled and this will be taken care. Okay. But I am giving x of 3. X of 3, what will happen? What will happen, guys? 3 exist or not? Only 0 exist, 1 exist, 2 exist. Any third index exist or not? No. Here exception. Arrays index out of bound exception. Array out of bound exception. This exception will come because size is not there na. Only this. How many index are there? 0, 1, 2. So you can assign this value, but which is not existing. How you can alter the value? Something which is not available, right? Even so, let me explain programmatically. Now, let's say int of array x2 equal to new of int of, let's say this is our example. 1 minute. Okay, let me check. So I'll minimize the panel and do zooming code. Please repeat. Okay, I will repeat. Yeah, recording of STS is also uploaded. Okay. Now, guys, I am giving some value according to our example. Is my voice good now? Is my voice good? Can you please confirm in the chat?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Now, guys, what is my example? I had explained you 3. If I am not giving error, na, you will not get some code you are writing in Notepad. You will get time. You will not get directly. But IDE giving that facility, na. So now see, it is taking means it is okay. Compilation is okay. What will happen, guys? Let me print this statement. Control C. I want to print x2 na this time. So I will use x2. The value of array x2 is okay. So now what will happen? Hash code will be printed, right? hash code is printed because of this printing statement. Above code we have commented na printing statement, so it is not going to print. So now this is printing, right? Now let's see. Now what we are trying to print, x2, forget about variable name. What is the position I want to print? What is the position I want to print? Let's say, so x of array, this will be 0. Now what will happen? What value will come? This time 0 is printing. I want to change this value now. How I can change the value? How I can change the value? x2 array. Which value I want to change? This value I want to change. Whatever value I will give like this, that value will print now. That value will print now. Na? So now let me print this. Now let me print this. The value of array x2 before assigning, after assigning is. Okay. Let's see. Run the program. What is coming, guys? The value of array x2 means first index is 0. This line is printing because of this line. Till this point, line number 58, whatever the value, default value, that is printing. What happened in line number 52? We are giving value 10. So whatever default value is replaced by 10. So after this, whatever value I am printing, that value is coming in the value of array x2 after assigning is 10. Okay. Okay. Now, what is the size, guys? What is the size? 0. What is the base size? 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. 4 will exist or not? Let me try this. What will happen? See. What we are getting? What exception we are getting? Very important, guys. Tomorrow you are working in a project and there is a big array. It is not like that this 4-5 line of code is there. Slowly you will come to know and you will practice, then you will be expert. Okay. It is not like that you won't be expert in 1 month or 2 months. 100% if you are practicing, by the end of the core Java, you will be expert in core Java. If you are practicing daily. If you are not practicing, it's your choice. Then you are wasting your time. Rather than you can watch a movie and you can enjoy. But if you practice, then you are adding an add-on in your career. Okay. So hope you are understanding what I'm trying to explain you. This is the exception occur. Tomorrow, if you don't know the exception, there are 1,000 line of code in your project. This kind of exception will come. Then how you will resolve that issue? How will you come to know? This is a matter of practice. This is a matter of practice. The more you will practice, the more exception you will see. Then you will understand what is the root cause. The concept I explain. But in this line, intentionally I am trying to add one exception. And with this exception occurred now, if there are code, in fact, one more concept is there, debugging. As we are not in more concept till now, only main method, how to print statement, how to print 10 value, 20 value, and now we are in array. So I don't think debugging is at this moment I can introduce, but going forward, I will introduce how to debug the code, how to debug 5 line of code, how to debug 50 line of code, how to debug 1,000 line of code. Then you will understand the importance of debugging. People not teaching debugging in core Java. I don't know why. But debugging is important. Once you know the debugging, then you can penetrate the code. Okay. Hope you are good. So guys, now tell me what we are doing. Okay? We are declaring one array in this line. How many line of code? One line of code. Now let me give here some proper value. One line we are declaring and constructing, and then we are initializing na, some value we are giving na, then only we are printing, right? Then we are printing. But what will happen if we can do this all concept in a single line? We will see that. Now guys, try to understand. Try to understand. We have one example. We have one example. What is the example? Int of array. Int of array. What is the variable x? This is called declaration. This is called declaration. You are declaring something that first there is an array and its variable is x. Okay. Let me see the chat. I can see maybe. Index values always start from 0. Yes. -4 नहीं होना चाहिए, 4 होना चाहिए. Yes. It should be 4. It should, no, why it should be 4? 4 के लिए भी वो error है. -4 के लिए भी error है. Okay. ठीक है. Now we can see, we will come to our program. This concept int of array x declaration. This is called declaration. Now, did I use the word new keyword? Did I use the word new keyword? No, I did not use the new keyword. In the second line, we can use x of new int of array any size. What does this mean? What does this mean? This means same to this. There is no change. Int of x equal to new int of, this is one line and this is two line. One line, one line. Okay. Now try to understand. So this part is called declaration. This part is creation, object creation na. Okay. Now try to understand. Now try to understand. Okay. This is your line 1. This is your line 2. Okay. Now you are assigning value now. What is the base size? What is the base size? 2. It means there will be two index now. First index and second index. How we can go to first index and second index? Using this na, x of 0, x of 1. What will happen? There will be an object. What is the base size? 2. This is 0, this is 1. To arrive here, how I can use the x of 0? To arrive here, how I can use x of 1? If I am not assigning any value, by default, what is the value? 0. What is the default value? 0. Now we are using one more line. And I am giving some value, not 10 or 30, something. If you use a single line for this also, that is fine. That is one line. That is one line. But you have to explicitly use these two line na, to reassign. So how many line of code? 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 line of code na. This is 4 line of code. This is 4 line of code, right? Minimum 3 line or maximum 4 line, right? But the concept is how you can write this complete code in a single line. How you can write? Directly. What is the type? Int. What is the single dimension? This is variable name. Whatever I want to declare according to my requirement, whatever I can require, whatever base size, I can give directly 10, 20, 30, 40. That is fine. This is flower bracket. Whatever we are doing in 4 line, that can we are doing in single line. Na? This is your single line. If I am giving 4 value, 1, 2, 3, 4, what will be the base size? 4. No need to explicitly define in this way. If you are giving like int of array of x1 equal to 1 comma 2. What is the base size? 2. What is the base size here? 4. Because there are 4 value. Hope you are good. Hope you are good. This is for single dimensional. This is for single dimensional. But what about multi-dimensional? What about multi-dimensional? This is single dimensional example. This is single dimensional, na? Single dimensional in one line. Single dimension in one line, right? You can consider. But now single, how we can consider multi-dimensional? How we can consider multi-dimensional? Let's say you want to define multi-dimensional. How you can define? First of all, in or what multi-dimensional, what is the condition? How many square bracket? 2 square bracket. And what is the variable name? Let's say y is the variable name. It means what? You have to define in one line now. So this is one curly flower bracket. It means this is your complete. Inside this, you have to write how many dimensional? One dimensional, two dimensional. There will be one comma. Here you have to write first value and you have to write second value. How you can write? How you can write first dimension? Like this. How you can write the value? 1, 2, 3. When you are giving 3 numbers, forget about 1, 2, 3, let's say 8. 1 to 8 means these are the value, and you are giving 3 value means by default it is 2 dimension. Its size will be 2 only, right? 0, 1 and 2. So it means there will be 3 boxes now. Let me show you again. And how you can give in second dimensional? How you can give? Let's say 2 value you are giving. Let's say 4 and 9. Right? So how it will work? How it will work, guys? So first of all, now let me tell you what is the base size, how many comma separated value you are giving. So this is 1, this is 2 na. So what happened diagrammatically, try to see what is the variable name? Y. What is the variable name? Y. How many comma separated value are there? 1 and 2. So what is the base size? 2 is the base size. Okay. Now before comma first, how many values are there? 3 values are there. So its size will be 3. Its size will be 3. And what are the value you are giving? 1 to 8 means this will be 1, 2, and 8 will be holding by this. Hope you are good. Similarly, after comma, how many flower brackets are there? How many flower brackets are there? 1. So this is your index number 0. This is your index number 1. You can consider index number 1 for base size. Okay. Now in one index number, how many values are there? How many values are there? 4 and 9 means there are 2 boxes. There will be 2 boxes, 1 and 2. Okay. Its index is 0, 1, 2. Its index is 0 and 1. What is the first value, guys? 4. What is the second value, guys? 9. Hope you are good. Hope you are good, guys. Hope you are good. this diagram one more time. I will put this complete diagram in chat. I will ask admin to put this into the chat. Then you will understand. Okay, guys. So again, I will repeat this. You can watch the recording and you can understand the concept. If you have any difficulty, again, we will see it tomorrow. I am stopping the recording.